Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 33 degree morning. It is 40 degrees now, and pretty much rained all night. And it's nice out here now. And I don't think I've been hearing it rain for like the last hour probably. So, but it's coming. It's like basically 100% chance of rain today, but it's off and on. Not through the whole day, but here within the hour, probably as we're on our way to work, it's supposed to hit. And then about the time we're coming home tonight, it's supposed to be the next real hard hit. Always on the commute. Dang. That is just, I mean, it's pitch black. You guys have ridden on the freeway. It's just a whiteout from all the trucks and all the, the kids with their jacked up 4x4s and things put off about as much road haze or whatever you want to call it as the semi trucks do. But anyway, welcome to the day, and hopefully we'll have some cool stuff to do. Maybe we'll get a break in the weather down there. I almost had one there yesterday, but the weather, glad I didn't go. I'd have got wet and I'd have got that Harley dirty. But anyway, welcome to what are we, Wednesday? Yeah, hump day. Hot dang. 42 degrees here in Vancouver, and mostly a dry drive to work.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad at all.
Well, take it, because there was a waylaying this morning.
Yeah, boy, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wasn't bad at all. And the nicer the weather, the calmer the drivers.
Yes, when it's crazy, they're crazy. I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. I mean, common sense tells you to slow down.
Uh-huh.
But there is no common sense anymore.
No.
That just went right out the window somewhere along the line.
Mm-hmm.
But Mama,
Yes, sir.
let's go in there and bust out a hump day.
All right, sounds like a good idea.
All right. I'll see you throughout the passings of the day.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Well, I'm pretty much spent most of my day messing around with doing a new round of BRP testing. Got all my little setup here, my cone, so even myself doesn't kick that thing. The Harley's still here, of course. I think no way anybody come pick up this thing in that weather. It goes from, light sprinkles to absolutely a deluge out there. Crazy. I'm gonna have to switch everything to using this Panasonic. I was told by the IT guys I can switch to using that, because this one's, it was 2014 when I got this. So that's crazy how long that old DELL. But as you can see, the liquid, because I guess it's shock proof or something, the liquid is leaking out and it's very sticky, and it has a very pronounced smell. It's a strong smell, very chemical smelling. And apparently it's not conductive, because I'm pretty sure it's leaking down into the laptop. At night I fold up pieces of paper towel. Once those things get to a certain point, as you can see, they're all about the same size. The one in the bathroom, it stops working, and then you gotta push the little handle thing. You can't pull the paper down anymore. But well, I've got 3 of them because I've been down here by myself. But usually, I'll give to whoever's down here, and you walk upstairs and give them to somebody. They'll use great towels for mechanic stuff, and when they get that small, it's easy to use. But anyway, this thing's leaking all the time. Plus, I have problems. I can't use the new Buds 3, the VCI for the Buds 2, which doesn't matter because it's not used at all anymore. The MPI 3, I got the MPI 2, which will still work on that thing if you use an older Spider or whatever, and of course it works on this. But anyway, but it's got to be the old Buds 1, the original. We refer to it as Buds All. But that laptop, the smell of that thing's getting too much. If you guys notice, like yesterday, I had that little fan going just to blow some air over here. So when I'm on this, and it's increasingly getting worse, the view with that weird, you can see where the gel is leaving the screen. It's coming out of here and it must be running down the sides. And you can see where it's getting wet down there. Those marks are on there is just where the paper towel just absorbs it, and I pull it off each day. But man, if you start heavy using this thing, whew, it's pungent. Makes your eyes water. But it's got, you know, because I'm not hooked up to the network at all, you know, I can have my own personal login stuff in here. I can do the same with this. I just will no longer plug into the network, which I'm not sure. It must be just using the network for it. So it doesn't have to use Wi-Fi to run. This is 100% Wi-Fi and not connected. In fact, they're not monitoring it to a point that even know it's still here. I was told by he is the head guy there, that he goes, I'll just forget that you have that thing. They don't want that piece of junk. Actually, it still works good. I actually enjoy using it, other than the never-ending prompts that, because I don't like using Edge, and so I just use Chrome on this thing because it syncs everything with my phones and my computer is home, my iPad. You know, Google syncs all your devices. It's Google's little way of trying to act like Apple, you know. But the nice thing with that is you can go to PC, to iOS, to Mac OS, whatever, and the Chrome always works. And I use Google Docs with a lot of stuff as well. But anyway, it works great for all that. And they need to update it, and they don't want to update it. It says it's too old. It just needs to be. And I can't throw it away. They gotta do something with it because of batteries and stuff like that. But I need to get everything deleted off of there. And I need to look, there's a way you can completely uninstall Google from your computer, because if I uninstall it, it remembers it. And I've got some of my passwords saved for like logging into the web browser. I don't have to log into it every time. Well, when, if I delete it and bring it, I'll just experiment and delete it and bring it back, it still remembers my password. So, I don't know. I'll do some research on that. But do you guys know what that chemical is? I know it's so sticky, and I've smelled that before, and I just can't put my finger on what it was. That smell and that tackiness to it. It's really weird. But, years ago, in fact, Ryan was still here. I was down here, I was hooked up on the spider way over there when he was working on that side. And you gotta remember, the last 2 years that he was here, he was working upstairs. And anyway, I dropped it and I put a nick in it. The only thing you can tell is the door doesn't shut smoothly. I gotta tip it in first to shut it. So it just kind of bent that corner of it. Well, nothing was leaking back then. This literally started happening. Well, I guess it's been months ago. I started getting the little bubbles. I think I even showed you. Little bubbles were showing up over here. And then it started leaking out that side, and now it's starting to leak out of this side, which this droop, all the bubbles were coming from here up. And now it become one big bubble. What I think it's done is it's leaking enough air that the fluid is just falling out of it. And in those areas, needless to say, you can't see the computer very well, or the screen. And the thing's dirty. I mean, it's just been beat around for a long time. That's nuts. Hey, that's what I've been doing. Messing around with that BRP thing. I was here, I don't know, it's probably been about an hour ago. I was sitting there and I was like, God Lord, why is my watch dinging me? Yeah, the watch went off, and it was usually the iPad, because they're all interconnected. My phone will go off, the iPad goes off, and the watch goes off all at the same time with a notification. And if you're moving and you have your watch on, just the watch will grab the notification, or if you have your phone in your hand, your phone will grab the notification. It's, you know, it's seamless where you can just go, you can have Apple products scattered across the house and start an email with one and just fluidly just go right to the next and finish where you were on another device, and then pick up your phone and do some more as you're going out to your car, get in the car and finish it with your watch. They're very, it's so flawless and smooth. They got all that so well thought out. But anyway, it was just my watch making a noise, and I go, I'm sitting here, my phone and the iPad should be going off, especially as I'm focused on the iPad. It knows what you're looking at, so it should be the iPad. Well, it's not, it's my watch. Well, look, and it was some app, health app or something I got, or maybe it's the Apple one. I have no idea which one it is. But this thing saying you need to stand up and move around. You've been sitting too long. I go, oh, wow, I haven't seen one of them in a while. Well, I must have been sitting on that stool for a while. And so I went upstairs and kind of cruised around, helped one of the technicians, well, just kind of a helping hand, like a wrench holder. The guy with a Roadmaster, the Chieftain Roadmaster, whatever they call it. It's the one with the air-cooled engine. And not the one, it was the one we were looking at. They were kind of, the green Harley was facing it. That was the same bike. When he got parts in for this outrigger he's got, so that him and his wife can continue to ride. His knees are getting weak. They need something that when he starts to slow down, these wheels come down and it becomes like a four-wheeler, so to speak. And more like a three-wheeler because they're kind of towards the back. And anyway, something happened and one of the wheels got damaged, or the arm got damaged, and the company sent him all new stuff and some updates, these brackets, the whole things, and whatever. Anyway, I was holding the wrench up there. I just move around doing goofy things. Helping Mama, she's packing around that gum car battery. It was a battery for something, one of the side-by-sides. Big old battery. Good Lord, maintenance-free batteries can be heavy. But anyway, I rattled on a whole bunch of stuff all in one shot there, didn't I? With the old iPad, I told you after all these years, because I got the case and stuff with it all at the same time, it's starting to ravel on me all along that side. Well, it's starting to over here too. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's even doing it on the corners. But that thing's, I'm sure, 100 times outlived its life, and it never misses a beat. I do every video on this thing, and then I finish off the stuff on my MacBook, which is now 6 years old, and it doesn't miss a beat. But that's been my day, kind of quiet down here. I don't know what they did with all those WR125Rs, but I only see one of them up there. There must be a stack up on the showroom, which is a good sign that they're selling stuff and moving product. Those should go good. Oh, if you're wondering the comparison between the XR150L and the new WR125R, performance-wise, it sounds like they're pretty comparable to each other. But you know, the 125 being fuel injected, you know, turn the key on, basically you can go. The Honda does take just a minute or so to get the thing warmed up enough that it reliably takes throttle. But once it does, it's absolutely phenomenal to ride. I've taken you, I think, on a couple of them on test rides, but I love them little 150s. But anyway, the Honda is 24 pounds lighter, or is it 26 pounds lighter, and carbureted, and it what was it? Oh, it's $700 cheaper. That's just full boat retail. The Honda's $32.99, and the Yamaha's $39.99. So it depends on if you want high tech and a boatload of emissions, or you want super simple, low tech. Literally, that thing's like 80s type stuff is on that bike. And I think it's been in production, overseas. I don't remember how long ago I was putting those other together. I think that was over a year ago. So that would make it this would be 25 years. Because it was 23 years ago when we first started getting them in. They've been in production, basically unchanged other than colors. I mean, it has an 80 style drum brake, the 80 style rotor, caliper, master cylinder, the gauge on it. Everything is straight out of the 80s. And the old classic thing, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And Honda has done exactly like that. Didn't have to fix nothing because nothing was ever broken. It's nuts. But all of us, I think every one of us agree, well, I'm just talking to technicians now, because we deal with all the high-tech stuff here nowadays, and every one of us, without question, would take the Honda over the Yamaha, regardless if the Yamaha ran better or not. With all them emissions, it's going to be lean. And you got this high revving little single cylinder, but it is water cooled, so they can take way more abuse. They can run leaner, safer. People go, well, the air cools burn down. No, you just jet them, or in this case, map them so that they're not. You don't have to worry about that stuff. Air cooled bikes were everywhere. Literally no one worried about being stuck in traffic. But nowadays people go, well, what happens if you get stuck in traffic? They're just going to burn down. So, dude, no. Nowadays you got this high tech synthetic oils you can use that just will take a beating like no other. Air cooled engines are not a problem. And that's the other point. The 150 is air cooled. And who worries about that? No one. If it was super lean, you'd worry about it, but a lean, non-injected bike will let you know when it's not happy, when it's running too lean. It'll let you know well before anything happens. You burn it down or anything. Whoa, lightning hit. Well, that's 59 miles from here. That's not. Well, I think I got my parameters set too long. It's this lightning app. But anyway, been my day. It's been pretty much me staring at this iPad and going up and helping Mama, helping the techs up there, BSing with one tech, and then helping the other. A lot of BS going on while we're doing it. That Honda glass cleaner, magical. Just done. Anyway, I'm actually coming to talk to you guys way late in the day, because it's got about 18 minutes to, I got 18 minutes to bail out of here, and it doesn't look like it's typhooning out there at the moment, so it'd be a good time to break away. Remember what the other thing I was going to tell you? I'm sitting here on my stool there, and man, I'm getting cold. So I threw my old shop coat on, and I still can't get warm. Well, I look up, and there's some code up there on that head unit there. So I cycled it, and it looked like the code was up there, and there was no heat blowing out of it. I'm going, dang, no wonder I'm so cold out here. I think it only got to like 42, 43. I think when we got to work today was probably the warmest it got. It got colder. And anyway, the heater's not blowing. So anyway, nothing happened when I was doing that. So I went to the head unit that this is matched to with the pump out there. And so I turned it off. Well, what's weird is I walked up to it, and it was almost like an alarm. It was cycling between a code and saying the temperature. And so anyway, I booted it down, booted it back up, and it stayed on the temperature. And I come walking around here, and the code went away, and now it's blowing heat again. Like, man, I know I'm not losing my mind. I know it's sitting here, it's unusual just to sit here on a stool, but you're next to that door and stuff in the windows. And I thought, well, I'm just getting cold from that. Nope. I think it kicked into some mode, but I kicked it out, whatever it was. I don't know what the heck it was. And then it was alternating some code back there, and it almost looked like it was a Chinese symbol or some sort. I have no idea. So sometimes it's like your computers. Every once in a while, it's a good thing to just give them a reboot. But it's time to roll out here. I'm gonna see you guys at the house. I wish us luck going home. Last night was some kind of crazy. Well, hello there, YouTube. As you can see,
here.
The next, yeah, that's what I meant to say. The next deluge has come upon us here. I mean, we're literally hydroplaning coming up the highway. I didn't think there was any low spots on that highway. There is. When you got a lake flowing down it. Man.
Crazy rain.
And it started to get nice. And then we coming down the hill, started raining again, and then it wasn't that bad when we were getting gas, and we take off up the hill and it's just pouring. There's some wintry mix out there too. You can see,
yeah, it's kind of slushy.
Yeah, you can see slushy snow bits coming down with it. It's like 36 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's not that cold that it's going to be snow, but it doesn't have to drop much more.
No.
And it will be. Must be Abby or somebody walking through there.
Somebody turned on the light.
Madison. Thanks for the lights here, dogs.
Yeah. It's going to be soaking wet.
They're just going to be drenched.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you guys can even hear us, I'm going to go ahead and let you go with that.
No.
Appreciate you listening to me just rattling on.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same Smoak time, same Smoak channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. Alright. Reckon we'll see you on another wet morning.
Yes.
Looks like it's going to get nicer for the weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's nice.
It could change, and we give it a couple hours, and
Yeah.
forecast will say something else.
Yeah.
We can hope that it sticks to that.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll see you then. Appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.